countdown చెప్తాను. One second.
లీవ్ మీటింగ్ ఏంటి?
లీవ్ మీటింగ్ కాదు, లైవ్ ఆన్ మీటింగ్ అని ఉంటది.
అలా లేదు, LEAVE రాసిందమ్మా. What are you saying? Okay.
Is this live streamed or how is it? It's going to be recorded?
No. It's being recorded.
Okay, good.
It is being recorded. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7.
I don't see her.
Sorry?
Lalish, I don't see her.
Why?
I can't see her screen.
I can see yours.
But I'm getting the meeting thing here.
Oh, I think you should say got it or something.
I did it. I got it and everything. Okay, I actually pushed it now and it went. Okay. All right. Goodness. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So shall we start?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, my dear lovelies. Once again, a very, very, very warm welcome to each one of you. And this is, of course, Vani with you once again with the very coveted episode of another brand new UVW. Oh my God, United Voice of Women. This is a platform which just wants to celebrate women, which wants to encourage women, which wants to inspire women, and of course, get inspired by women, and everything to do with make a woman feel as beautiful as she is. Well, they say the woman is the womb of the universe. She's definitely very, very special. So this special woman needs an ode, and that's exactly what we do right here on United Voice of Women. And yes, this is season 2, Dallas chapter with me, Vani, with you once again. Now, what can I say? Every week, I can't wait to meet my next guest, because these women, each one of them brings so much to the table. It literally blows my mind, and I'm sure it does yours too. That's why you come back to join us every week to watch us only and only on Mana TV International. So, all right, friends, without any further ado, if you guys are ready, I sure am ready and super excited to introduce you to my new guest today. And you know what? I love her name, Simi. Simi, welcome to Mana TV UVW. How are you today?
I'm very good, Vani, and it's a great pleasure meeting you. And it's a great opportunity for me to express myself to the women around who is watching it. Thank you for the platform.
Amazing. It's our pleasure. Okay. So now tell me something. Simi is a very rare name. I have not really heard any name like that, at least from the Indian diaspora. How come?
Yeah, my name is Sudha, and my husband's name is Sibi. I'm Sudha Sibi.
Okay, but people call you Sibi?
My last name is Sibi. So
yeah, okay.
It's unique. People catch me on that name.
I think so. So everybody calls you Sudha though?
Yeah, Sudha, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there are multiple Sudhas. So when I say Sudha Sibi, it catches them.
You're so right. Maybe that's why I got your name as Sibi as well, because there's so many Sudhas and it's so easy to say Sibi. And you know what? It suits you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, Sibi, the first thing I wanted to ask you is, what do you love about yourself?
So what I love about myself is, I think life is a game, and the ups and downs, I enjoy it. I try to work around it. So whatever life throws at me, I take it, try to convert into a positive one, and keep moving on. So I'm enjoying life now at this stage. I am 40 right now. The way I was at 30, so I have improvised myself a lot and have become more stronger at 40. So I think I'm enjoying life at this stage more than when I was in 30.
You know something, Siddhi? This has happened for the first time. I must have done about a couple of hundred episodes of United Voice of Women, but no women gave me a aha moment right at the start.
Okay.
Like have really blown my mind, Now this shows that you are in such a beautiful and perfect space.
Yes. Yeah. I have grown a lot mentally and physically, become way stronger than 10 years ago.
Wow. What brought the change? Was it something that you did consciously or it happened unconsciously to you?
I think it made consciously. So when there is ups and downs, I would say life till 30 was way smoother for me. And I had a wonderful childhood and everything. So it never bothered me. And after this 30 to 40, when you have a family, when you are trying to grow up in your office space, a lot of things come to you, when people are not fair, and how do you deal with it? And after that, I started watching my own emotions, when I'm down, when I'm depressed, I know how I'm going to tackle this. I think the one that helped me is I did read books and I was like doing my yoga and everything, which made me understand myself and how should I react to all the what the environment throws at me. And now I think I'm way much stronger than 10 years back. I feel
bravo, girl. Kudos to that. Honestly, it is extremely rejuvenating, to hear a woman who knows who she is, who knows what she wants. And, these are the things I think most of the human beings basically struggle with.
Yes, right. And I was learning an article, when life throws things at you, we are like a ball. We will bounce back. For some, it is quicker. For some, it is slow. And one thing is, having patience to give ourselves our own time to, bring back ourselves. So that's what I was. At first, I was harsh on myself. And then after that, I was like, being patient with myself and trying to pull me up and stand up again. I have learned a lot. And I have like 2 teenagers, and they were also helping me a lot, because I am a young mom trying to handle teenagers. I had my kids at the age of 25 and 27, and now they are teens. And with teens, it's very difficult to handle them. And sometimes my daughter comes and tells, Mom, you should handle me this way. So this is like, sometimes it's mind blowing. I have learned from them as well. So, a lot of things a lot of churn, ups and downs have gone through in the last 10 years, which I'm grateful of. And now I think I'm more mature and I know how to handle things.
You know what? Nowadays, I'm getting speechless more often than not, because I think, women around us, it's so wonderful to see the, how shall I say, the inner consciousness, because like I said, I did about 200 episodes for sure. And the recent ones, let's say the Dallas chapter, I was doing the majority of it. I have done it. 99% of it, I've done it only in New Jersey so far. Okay. So now this is the Dallas chapter. And here, what my observance is that there is like a huge leap forward, looks like. It is unbelievable, but it's true, because the kind of mindset, the women that I am seeing now since I started UVW chapter 2 here, just about a month or two ago, and in these couple of months, what I am seeing is every woman seems to be so confident of who she is, what she wants to do, where she wants to go. And I'm actually very surprised that exactly what you said was, you're learning from your children so much. This is also something that I'm hearing from moms. And I am seriously now wanting to figure what happened, in a couple of years in the entire scenario that has changed for the better, no doubt about it.
Right, definitely.
Amazingly so. What would you say possibly could be the reason for this kind of change? I don't know if you actually observed it around you.
I had my kids early and we came to US and I had my job and little kids, and I didn't know how I spend my time. It was too quick. And when people are appreciating to you, when people are all fair to you, you will not worry at all. You keep going. And when things unfair comes to you, be it in office or be it in house or anything, in that case, how do you react? Before that, I had a stage that when I go to office, people were praising me, raving me, and I was all happy about it. At one time, I got a sudden email in the morning, and I didn't like the way it was written. It blew my mind off, and I was super furious, super frustrated. And how could they write an email to me like this? I didn't know how to tackle it, and there was a lot of drama that was going on. I was fighting back, but I could have handled it in a different way. And there was a stage at one stage there's too much pressure in your office, and kids are growing here in US, and I didn't know the culture here, and I have to tackle that as well. There are ups and downs, a lot of things thrown at me. At one point I felt like I'm going to break down. And there's a lot of emotions, and am I being a good mom? Am I being good at my career? And at one point, and I was opening up how I feel to my spouse, also my husband, and he was very supportive to me throughout the process. When I was down, he was there for me and telling that, oh, you're doing good. We could pull this off together. And then I started looking at observing, reading about emotional intelligence. I'm thankful to all this technology and the books and the resources that we have. Started reading about emotional intelligence. Why do I feel low at some times? Then trying to pull myself up and dealing with my kids as well. They give a lot of, they are in different environment, and we grow up, our culture way back was way different, and here it is way different. And sometimes we are harsh on them as well, and they don't know how to take it. Things seems normal at school, and here in home, they have been given a different advice, and they rebel back. Wasn't able to take that up. And then me and my husband, we were trying to learn about parenting videos. We watched tons of parenting videos, how to deal with teens. And we were trying to tackle our daughter and our son, and now they also feel more connected. We are being patient, and we sit and talk to them, and then they agree upon things. So that's how we have grown as a family. And even outside, when I'm dealing with my friends, my colleagues, I know how to tackle things out.
Amazing. So, Sydney, would you say that, did you come from a home where they generated this kind of energy and environment for you, that you grew up in this way, and that is what you're actually emulating here back in your own home, or it's totally your own?
My childhood, I love my parents. They were very patient. And back then, me and my sister, we had a wonderful, we were in a small town, and the life was very smooth.
Where from?
It is in Tamil Nadu, Neyveli. It's they generate lignite power.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's the name?
They call it Neyveli.
Neyveli. Okay.
Yeah. It's a thermal power station. They have two thermal power station, and my dad worked there. And my dad was super sweet, and we were like, two daughters. He treated us as like a queen, and we were like pampered so much. Our life was very beautiful. And my college days was also, I was like a fun and a naughty kid. All was yes, all was smooth, a very much pampered kid. And then when 30s to 40s, that's when I had my ups and downs, and I learned a lot. And now I'm more mature. So but before that, when I'm pampered everything, in my childhood and till the 25 30, I wasn't that. I was so naive. And now I'm
we all were. Yeah. Wow. So like I said, you came from an environment that was very enriching emotionally.
Yes.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. Not that nowadays it needs much talking, because everybody seems to be pretty aware of that fact, right?
Yeah,
but
right.
I still see a lot of women around me, who are struggling, especially with the kids today. They talk about, well, there are very few women that are saying that they got it. Okay. So maybe that is because of the kind of mindset right now you are sharing of yours with us, when you have this kind of an open mindset. Okay. And the idea is to be progressive, right? And you're not going to put the children under cover, because that doesn't work anymore.
That doesn't work at all. Yes.
It was times behind, when people did that, it was all covered under the umbrella of protection.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah. So in the name of protection, there is so much done that actually holds you from growing and moving forward, right? But now I see all that happening pretty well. But the only thing that I guess people find it difficult to manage nowadays is because the world seems to be at the fingertips of the child, and they seem to know so much more than you do.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So personally, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
So right now, the world has progressed so fast. The technology, right? The technology in the hands of teens, it could be dangerous. That's for sure. As a parent, everyone, we are all scared what's going to affect our teenagers. So that is that on one side. So what I would tell is, I would advise my daughter and my son, hey, you guys have freedom. You guys have all the freedom right now. You could take it in the positive direction, or you could take it to your negative direction. So with freedom, it comes great responsibility. So, being awareness of all the pitfalls the technology could bring, or the technology could draw your children into, and letting them know ahead helps a lot. Hey, if you're going to be addictive of your cell phone, this is what you will land up to. If you're going to do drugs, this is what you're going to land up to. So telling them each and every pitfalls is more crucial as a parent, because we should be aware of it. One thing, awareness, and creating the awareness in your kid as well. Because
I like this very much. I like what you said just now, very, very much. Mostly people just say no.
Yes.
Right? Parents are usually saying no. So when it is a no, it doesn't make any sense to anybody. Forget about a child, right? It doesn't make sense to anybody. No doesn't work. What you're just telling me right now, what are the dangers lurking behind? What could possibly harm you in this process? If you make them aware of those factors, they would be so much more mature than us, because I feel these kids of this generation are a million times more aware of their surroundings than we are.
Yeah, right.
They
Definitely.
are conscious. They are conscious. They know what is happening all around them. They're knowledgeable. Okay. They actually have it all.
Yeah, they are very smarter,
Exactly.
and they need explanation for a no. And I would tell them, right, these are the
Rightfully
people.
so, won't you think? Rightfully so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah, yeah.
I would give another advice to them. What all these teenagers do is they go and Google things up. And
Of course.
sometimes Google isn't right. You have to dig deeper into it. The first thing that comes up, sometimes it isn't right. So that's what I tell my kids. If you have any doubts, if you have any dilemma, come and ask us. Sometimes their friends could mislead because their friends are also little kids, right? They also go Google it, and whatever the first thing comes up, oh yeah, this is right. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, come and ask us, consult with us, and then we will let you know which is good and which is bad.
Nice,
That's how
nice. Very
I
nice.
handle my
Awesome.
kids.
Okay. So, so you are not at all, you definitely not a paranoid mom. I can see it very, very clearly. You are not a paranoid mom at all. You seem to have your head on your shoulders, and you understand what responsibilities you're shouldering and how you want to do it, which is
Right. That's it.
really, really wonderful. But if I asked you, what is it that you love about yourself being a woman the most?
Love out myself. The one thing that I do is like I'm patient with people. I'm empathetic to people, and I am like with myself. I have the peace in within myself to be happy. If you let me do, I have my own interests. I would concentrate on that. I would love to take up a project. I would love to do it, and I'm more content and I'm more satisfied. So that's what I love about myself.
You're too sweet. You know what? I just love it. The simplicity with which you're putting it, right?
Yeah.
There are people that are taking a lifetime and more and still not able to figure, that simple thing. So for people who are not able to figure it on their own, what would be a couple of tips that you would want to suggest that would help them get to that space?
I would tell them, watch your emotions and try to sort it out. And there are like, if you're going to read many books, they would, articulate many emotions there. Hey, this is what is happening to me. I could be in a better place when I understand my emotions. So that's what I tell. It's just like emotion is just not only I feel that way. There would be all other women feeling the similar way. Being possessive in friendship or whatever it is, that's going to happen with each one of us. And how are we going to tackle it? So being aware of your emotions is far more important. And then the solution to it, if you try to find the things around you, you will get it.
Wow. And you believe that reading, I think your main point there was reading helps a lot.
Educate yourself, yes. And you are your own helper. You can, your fears, your emotions, so we have to help ourselves. And I wouldn't understand someone from the root, right? And then give them a solution. I think it's each one of us, we have to take ourselves into our hands and try to find solution for us.
Wow, amazing. I like the way you have this clarity of mind. Like literally, I can see it. Okay. You are like, I think you are all windows and doors. You're you're very open.
Yeah, right.
I guess that's why there's so much light coming to you, which you're reflecting back.
Thank you so much.
It's very rare, to see somebody like this. Honestly, every woman amazes me in a million different ways, and that's why I love this platform, on Mana TV International. United Voice of Women is this one place where I literally have, gained so much just talking to every single woman, so much of perspective, so much of knowledge, so much of, understanding of emotions, different emotions, when they are reflected in a different way. Many times I've seen some women talk they love their child, but
Yes.
That is something they're pushing behind and trying to put all their energies in what is wrong with what they are doing, or how it is affecting them or others, or whatever, anything and everything else is what they're concentrating on. And I feel a lot of parents are finding parenting extremely burdensome.
Yeah, right.
Which is sad, but true.
Yeah, that's true. I see some women have their child as the focus point of their total life. And they could be obsessed about their kid, and it could take them in a different direction. And you should have life apart from your kid, apart from your spouse. Try to concentrate on other things as well. Of course, your kid is more important in your life, but still have something around it. The kid needs their own space as well. So that's what I would tell.
Amazing. How many more amazing things are you going to talk to me about? Sibi, am I super duper excited is not the word. I feel gloriously happy.
I should tell thank you to you, because if I'm giving some small tips to the women out there who is watching me, that's going to be grateful for me, So
absolutely. And you know what? I always felt that we learn a lot more from seeing, observing others, right? More than if it is written or you're asked to do or perform in a particular way. That doesn't really work, is what I believe. You will have to put all your head, heart, and soul into reading something, imbibing it, and then doing it. Fine, maybe some can do it, but I would say when it happens organically, when you see people around you doing something that attracts you, then you imbibe it.
Yeah, that's true. Watching other people also, why do they behave this way? Trying to understand them in their shoes. In that case, you will be more empathetic, and you will learn some lessons from here and there every month.
Kind of girl, kind of girl. Everybody, every single person. That was my belief, about 3-4 years ago when I started this show, when I didn't really know about it, but I always felt that every woman I saw was a wow for me. Okay. And people actually, would make fun of me too, that, Vani just loves everything, but the point that I was not getting at that point of time was that because the truth is that there is something nice all around us. For some reason, the focus is put on the bad things. Right? Even on the news, they will talk more about somebody died, somebody killed, somebody robbed, more than this person did something nice. Where do you actually talk about that?
That's very much true. So when we see people, right, if they are like doing something bad, it's because of their own fears. They're not able to tackle it. And be patient with them. We'll bring them out, if they fear something, tell something nice about them and bring them up. So that's what I see when I just try to read my kids' emotions and my husband's emotions. What they will do is, if they're angry on something else, it will show it on something else. So, not be able to then understanding them,
because focusing on your energies in the right space, I guess, right? Yeah, and it's very difficult. But what, all said and done, the truth is that majority of people do struggle about it, and there's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing wrong about it. I mean, now possibly you and I are talking about something that we think we are in a very good space, but there could be definitely more deeper things somewhere, okay, which we are still struggling with.
Yeah, right. No one is 100% perfect.
It's not it's just about life, what it throws at you.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with right or wrong or, anything whatsoever. Life throws so much at you, and we have to learn to weather them all, right? It's just like the climate. You can't avoid it, whether you like the snow or not. At that period of time, it is going to snow in that part of the country. Okay. You live with it.
Yes.
Yes. What you do to protect yourself against it, what you do to enjoy yourself, irrespective of all the other things about it, totally depends on you.
That's very true. And sometimes how the weather is going to change, and you're prepared for it. And sometimes it comes surprisingly, and you're not prepared for it. And that is also accepting it. And
yes, this is the point. It's a great point that I want to talk about too. See, I always see people always looking at what's the weather tomorrow. It seems to be like how you watch what's the time right now. You also have to watch, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow. And I feel these things are killing the natural flow of nature. In some ways, I feel, why can't you just wake up and be surprised with, sun shining bright on you? Or, these are the little things when people talk about they're not able to, find their peace. They're not able to find their happiness. They are so pulled in different directions and all that. I understand. External factors you can't control anyway, but there are things like simple weather. And I know a lot of my friends would know, oh no, day after tomorrow, it's going to be thunderstorms. And I am always thinking that is least of your concern.
Yes.
Right? Actually, there are other things if you really want to worry about that. Why am I thinking about the weather day after tomorrow? Why can't we live in the moment, even for a few seconds?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right. But I think that a lot of things are in place. Some people are having difficulty managing their relationships with spouses, which is a huge truth, and this is also something maybe I should be bringing into the conversation more often because it is a reality.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially from where we hail from. I'm not trying to, box people into anything, but I'm just saying from the culture that we come from, India. But, and again, when I talk about culture from India, I have to also say this, that when we grew up there and studied there, it was completely a different world from what it is today.
Yeah, now it's completely different, yes.
But I guess people that came from there all those years ago, like I came here 30 years ago. So I simply do not know what is it now. I have not experienced it. I might just know, I might just see something, but I have not experienced it. So I guess there are a lot of things that have changed back there too. But there are some things that we are carrying with us, even now. Okay. And among that, I would say, most of the families coming from that part of the world, India, whichever part of the world they are going to or moving to, some things like the husband is the whole and soul who decides the major stuff at home kind of things, I do not want to, how shall I say, I do not want to, I'm not targeting at men or anything here, okay? It's got nothing to do with that. But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. What I see is like right now, the situation in India is way different. And I see the women are more stronger. Even before marriage, they have this agreement thing, I will do this in my life and you have to agree to it.
Which is fabulous. For them, if they like, why not?
Yes. Which is good. And back then, when we were all married, we didn't have that kind of, all clear-cut specifications. Though ours was a love marriage,
we didn't even know. Let's put it that way. We
didn't even know. Yes,
know. right? Yeah.
Yes.
Awareness,
Yeah, right.
awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so totally different. So I see that people in India, okay, they are all learning from what they see in the world.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so I am thinking that they are so much more, um, um, what would be the word that I would want to use? They are so much more progressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk regarding feminism and everything that is coming out. So there is a
And
lot going on.
independence.
Yes, yeah.
I see that a lot. I'm talking about it because there is a huge disparity between Indians living abroad and the Indians living in India, the lifestyle.
Yes, that's very true.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. What I do is, talking to my spouse, whenever I need certain things to step up, I just can't, make your spouse as your friend. I just express my feelings and everything. This is what I want to do. And you have to support me.
One second. When you say that, you have to make your husband your friend is a beautiful thing you said. Extremely, extremely beautiful. That has always been my line. I always say that every relationship where there is friendship, it works beautifully. Be it with your own parents, be it with your kids, be it with your spouse, be it with your colleagues, anybody and everybody. Right? Because when we friends meet up, there are no hang-ups of any sort. Right? When we hang up with friends. But then with every other relationship, supposed to be whatever we have, there, friendship is not the main platform there.
Yeah, you cannot be yourself in some places.
I don't know why. The equation, natural equation I'm saying, is not of friendship. Like you said, you made friends with your husband. Did you see that? Actually, that one sentence says a million things, right? That you worked towards it because you thought that is what would make a relationship better.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right? You understood that the relationship between a couple should be more of friendship, right? So all these things that came to your mind, you're already, because you're all, how shall I say, you have a lot of clarity and also you go deep, Yes. Otherwise this is not possible. This kind of acknowledgement about various things is not really possible. So kudos to you on that, girl.
Thank you.
At everything that you've been saying, this is what I've been feeling, but I thought that I can't stop you at every line you say, But then, it's literally been aha moments, throughout this beautiful conversation that I'm having with you. And what can I say? So enriching, makes me feel my heart swells, with joy. Talking to every single woman, she throws something so special at you, so unexpected, and you are like, wow, So amazing, all right, and you're beautiful inside out, and this clarity, and what everybody, what I will take away from you is that majorly you have worked on yourself to be the person you want to be to yourself, and somebody who can be for someone else as well.
Yes, that's very true. I have worked upon myself a lot, and now I could be of help to others too. Yeah,
it shows, and this, I think, is extremely precious about you. Okay, and I'm sure everybody who's watching you will all feel those vibes that you are vibrating. Literally. Beautiful, cool, and very nice energy. Okay, so this is all we need, right? So when you boil down everything, okay, the major thing that I see is simply you who worked on yourself to make yourself happy, Do not depend on anyone else to be happy. All right. Your joy is something you grow within you. Do not wait for somebody else.
Yeah,
Why would your neighbor, water your grass?
yeah.
Right? Why would your neighbor come and plant fruit and flowers in your house? They won't, right? You have to do it yourself in your garden.
Yeah,
right?
that's very true.
And this is your garden here, right here, which is beautiful. And all you need to do is work on it, right? Grow fruits, grow flowers, grow smiles, whatever you want, and be self-sufficient and be happy. Well, Simi, you made us all super duper happy, all right? And may your lips always smile like that, and may your eyes always shine bright like this, and make the world a better place. Thank you so much for actually coming on our platform and making it extremely, extremely special for all of us right here on Mana TV International. Just remember, I want to do this show with every woman so that, we can actually build that sisterhood that people say there is no sisterhood among women. They're wrong. They are wrong because people are not really showcasing this part of a woman. Okay, so I want us to reach out to as many hands as possible of women, make a huge, huge, huge chain, around the world, possibly holding everybody's hand. So I want you to talk about United Voice of Women to as many women as you can, and, be able to share this episode with as many people as you can, right? We will give you all the details about, how you can watch it on Mana TV and how you can watch it on Facebook. Okay, so if you missed episode, on TV, you can always go back to Facebook, YouTube, to be able to watch it, Yak TV. And so we should actually grow this sisterhood and friendship around the world. And I can't wait to, talk to you again at some point of time. But till then, stay beautiful. And thank you so much for gracing our platform.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vani, and thank you for the wonderful opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it. And it's going to be
mine.
Yeah, and it's going to be a platform where women learn from each other.
So
you're
true.
doing a wonderful job. I'm happy about it.
Thank you so much, and you were a delight. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, see you. Bye.
All right, my lovelies. Thank you so very much, each one of you, for being able to take the time to join us and watch us on Mana TV. Well, United Voice of Women is all about you. So why would you want to miss it? So see you next week. Till then, ta-da!
Bye, Vani.
Bye. Bye. All right, Lalish, are we done? Is he sleeping? I don't know. No.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you, Siddhi. You were a joy.
Yeah, thank you.
See, we can't know people when we meet them at parties, and when we just meet people as family, friends, and we're picnicking, we're doing so many things, but we don't get to know.
Yeah, that's very true. And thank you for this opportunity. It was a very good pleasure. And see you.
I'll keep you posted. All right.
Keep moving on. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, darling. See
Bye, darling. Bye. See you. Bye.
Bye. Where are you? Lalish?